The QuadraFog series is TFT's line of selectable gallonage handheld firefighting nozzles. Now the QuadraFog actually has two sets. We have a 1-inch version of the QuadraFog, which has flow ranges of 5, 10, 24, and 40 gallons a minute. And then we also have the 1.5-inch version, which is 30, 60, 95, and 125. So on the 1-inch version, it really is ideally suited for things like brush trucks, little mop-up lines, things like that, whereas the 1.5-inch version is really ideally suited to 1.5-inch attack lines. If you get involved with 1 3/4, the line is maybe a little bit big, or the flow capacity is a little higher than what this nozzle is set up to do. As with all TFT nozzles, they come in the very similar configurations where you have a tip-only version, which can be used in a break and extend configuration where lines can be advanced and the line and the nozzle still shut off, or our standard version, which has a ball shut off, in this case a stainless steel ball shut off. And then, as with all of them, we have the ability to add a pistol grip so that you can have a combination of pistol grip shut off as well as the tip. Okay, now on the 1-inch versions, you'll note right away, and you can see on the front of these, that we use a fixed cut style of fog pattern. It's not nearly as wide as a spinning tooth style, tends to be filled a little more across the center. But our assumption is that with a 1-inch line being used in wildland firefighting, brush firefighting, or mop-up or something like that, this wide protective fog pattern that you would see with the larger nozzles isn't as necessary. Again, it has all the gallonage selections, including a very, very big flush to take any debris out of the inside of the nozzle. And especially with 1-inch lines used in forestry, there's always a lot of debris mixed in there. Now the 1.5-inch versions, unlike the 1-inch version, comes with a choice of different style of spinning teeth or cut fixed teeth. And again, the styles are dramatically different and can be viewed in other videos that we have on TFT.com. The spinning tooth pattern here tends to be much wider, and the cut tooth style seems to be a little bit thinner, but is filled all the way across the center of the pattern. So there's quite a bit of difference there. This is also a case too, where we also include every nozzle has what we call a quick change rear valve seat. Again, we're very big on stainless steel in the waterway, so all of these style of ball valves come with stainless steel, and the rear valve seat, unlike the competitors where the ball and the handles all have to come off and everything has to be replaced, uses nothing more than just a simple seat that pops in and it's held in place by a gasket. Now you'll notice something else different with these two nozzles immediately right here. You notice the color of the labeling. Okay, all of our TFT nozzles that come in blue and white are designed to operate at 100 psi, and anytime you see a red and white label, it operates at 75 or some other lower pressure, typically 75. But it will always be so noted right on the side of the nozzle, and the coloration on the Scotch-Lite labeling that's on there will indicate very clearly that it is a low pressure nozzle. I did include here one other nozzle that, even though it's referenced in some of the other university videos that we've done on foam applications, I wanted to mention it here because the QuadraCup nozzle is really a QuadraFog waterway, selectable gallonage, index ring, and flush. Everything is identical. The only difference here is the retractable head pops out, and when making some sort of a finished foam, typically low expansion finished foam, it can be used with Class A or straight AFFF. It's a great tool because no attachments necessary, nothing to get lost. If conditions would change and you need a protective fog pattern, the head just pops back and it has the same flow characteristics as the QuadraFog. And just like really every other TFT nozzle that's out there, every one of these tips, whether it's the 1-inch or the 1.5-inch tips that we have here on the QuadraFog series, has some sort of a low expansion or multi-expansion foam attachment that attaches to it for optimum foam performance. So if you have any questions about these and would like to see more information, whether it be the colored pistol grips that can be put on to customize it, or the bail handles that can be put on, and even laser engraved to meet the operational needs of your fire department, go ahead and visit us at www.tft.com or give our service and tech team a call at 800-348-2686.